start of the Westerly weekend. Just left Felixstowe Ferry, heading round to Suffolk Yacht Harbour, spend the evening there, pick up the crew, and then we'll be heading off over to Ramsgate tomorrow, one night in Ramsgate, and then over to Calais. And it's really cracking today. A little bit cloudy, but yeah, wind's in the wrong direction, but there you go. Can't have everything. So I'm just going to motor around there, nice and quick, get the kettle on. So this just shows the route from Felixstowe Ferry out past Felixstowe to Suffolk Yacht Harbour. We spent the night having a couple of beers in the old converted lightship. Next morning, up bright and early and out on the motor just out past Felixstowe. Then we managed to get the sails up for some sailing. Absolutely beautiful day. Very, very calm. Slight breeze. To Margate, quite a few ships anchored. We saw a few go past us, but absolutely nothing to worry about. Everything's up on the AIS. Good fun. Very, very cold though. Friday morning, all ready for the off to Calais. 3 boats, a Tempest, a Berwick and a Centaur. The Tempest, Brian, the group leader, was solo. The Berwick was crewed with 3, and the Centaur had 1 adult and 3 kids on board. And there's a lovely picture from Salty Dog, the Centaur, looking at the Berwick, and in the far distance you can see Brian zooming away in his Tempest. And there's a nice picture from the Berwick looking at the Centaur, Salty Dog. Lovely picture, lovely boat. Alan and his kids having a great time, although I believe the boys were slowly filling buckets down below. Someone did tell me that two boats going in the same direction is a race, so a little bit of friendly competition went on there. Alan's lovely Centaur has in-mast furling. Very nice. As it was his first time across the shipping lanes, it was suggested that he had his engine on tick over, just as a bit of confidence. Unfortunately, just before we got to the shipping lanes, the engine packed up, and that's where the adventure began. So with Alan's kind permission, I'll explain briefly what happened. Alan stopped to try and fix his engine. Unfortunately, after a long process of bleeding and checking fuel and everything else, it was decided that this couldn't be fixed underway. So the decision was made between all three boats that we wouldn't abandon him, and we'd all head back to Ramsgate with Brian in the Tempest, effecting a tour once we got near to Ramsgate. Us in the Berwick, we'd contact port control at Ramsgate and the marina and make sure everything was in place for them coming in for the tow. This was good because it took the pressure off Alan, who obviously had the kids to contend with, who were getting a little bit stressed, and it just took the pressure off completely. And we all got back to Ramsgate, went straight onto straight into a slip, and absolutely fantastic. Great experience. So the next morning, one of my crew, Carl, who's an ex-army mechanic, managed to fix Alan's boat by taking two broken fuel pumps and making one good fuel pump. We didn't go out on the Saturday because it was blowing an absolute hoolie, and we were slightly under the weather from the night celebrations. So we sailed back on the Sunday back to Felixstowe.